Hey, what's up guys, Fezo here, welcome to another video tutorial. This is episode 8 of how to make YouTube banners with me. I know I didn't record any tutorials about a month because I'm busy with my university. So this is episode 8 finally. And let me show the example first, but before I'm going to start this tutorial, please, if you didn't watch my other episode of how to make YouTube banners with me, just go to my channel and watch it before watching this tutorial, so you can learn something about banners. Okay, let me show the example first. I'm already opened Photoshop here. As you can see, it looks pretty cool, and you can use this material for Stemma 4D. Just go to my channel and download my Stemma 4D material pack 2. It's for free, of course, and you need my premium graphic pack for Photoshop. You can buy it from my selfie. I put the link in the description below. So let's open Stemma 4D and let's get started. First, I'm going to open my Lightroom. Go to File, Open, and open your Lightroom. Mine is here. I'm going to delete this one. Just go to More Graph and More Text. I'm going to make it my text a little bit up, just like that. Select your text and change the depth 100 centimeters. And make the cap filled cap. Make the steps 2, radius 2. And write your text. For example, I'm going to write banner design. So I'm going to duplicate this more text. Just press Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and write your second text if you want. Just put it right there, and select these two text, and select your font. I recommend you select this font right there, Hollow Point. You can download it from dafont.com. Just search this font on Google. It's the free font. So I'm going to make the second text a little bit up, just like that. Looks cool. Then I'm going to duplicate this two text. Just select these two texts and press Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and select this copy one and change the depths 90 centimeter, and change the caps, change the radius from 2 centimeter to 3 centimeter, just like that, and move the second text a little bit behind of this text. Make sure you select both of them and put it here, as you can see. So open my material pack 2. Link will be in the description below. It's the free, and I'm going to use two materials in this tutorial. Just move this material into the first more text, this one and this one, just like that, and select the material. Go to tag and change the projection to cubic and check the seamless on, just like that. And for this text, I'm going to use this material, but before I'm going to use it, just open that and go over the reflection and change the brightness about 25% and mix straight from 8% to 25%, just like that, and drag it into your second text and select it. Go over the tag, change the projection cubic, and do the same on this material. Check the seamless on, just like that. Now I'm going to duplicate this text, this main text, and select both of them and press Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Then I'm going to make a 2 atom array. Just go over this icon, select atom array, and move this copied text here and the one here, and select atom array, and change the cylinder radius 0.6 and sphere radius 0.6, just like that, and do the same on this one. And I'm going to make a new material for this atom array. Just double click on the material area and make a new material and open that. Don't touch anything, just select white color, not full white. You can copy these settings, 241, click OK. Go to reflection, change the brightness 35%, and go over the texture drop down and select Fresnel, and change the mix rate about 35%, just like that, and drag it into your atom array, just like that. Then select all of the text, include atom array, and select your rotation tool. I'm going to rotate it this way, just like that. Look like this one, this position, as you can see. Okay, here we go. And let's jump on the render settings and make sure the width is 1920 and height 1080, and go to save, and don't touch anything in this render settings. And I recommend you use my Lightroom, so I put the link in the description below for the Lightroom. And go to save and make sure the format is PNG and render it to your desktop, just like that. Click save and make sure the alpha channel is selected, and click this render button and click yes, and I will come back when this rendering is done. Okay guys, the rendering is complete, so let's open the Photoshop and get started second part of the tutorial. I'm already opened Photoshop. Just open your render, mine is right here, and drag it into your template. Before I'm going to use this banner design render, I'm going to duplicate it first and go to filter and filter gallery. Go to stylize and select glowing edges, and make sure you are using the same render settings with me, like edge width 1, edge brightness 6, and smoothness 5. Click OK and go over the blending option and select soft light. Change the opacity down about 25%, and select both of these layers and right click on it, click merge layers, or press Ctrl E on your keyboard. It's the shortcut for merge, and press Ctrl J and duplicate it again, and this time I'm going to select the ocean ripple in the distort folder, and make sure you are using the same settings with me. Click OK and change the opacity about 10% and don't touch the blending option. If you zoom in a little bit, you will see the difference. It gives a little bit blurry effect, and a little bit texture, just like that, and select both of these layers, press Ctrl E, just merge it and name it render, and drag it bottom of this layer and press Ctrl T, make it smaller, just like that, and I'm going to rotate it this position a little bit. It looks great. I'm going to rotate it a little bit right, just like -1 degree. And make it bigger. Oops. Sorry about that. Rotate again. Okay, here we go. And press V on your keyboard, and it's the shortcut move tool, and select your render and press Ctrl A on your keyboard and click these buttons right there. It's move the text to the center. Then press Ctrl D for deselect, and I'm going to make it a little bit down using my arrow keys on keyboard. Okay, looks great. Then I'm going to duplicate this render layer, press Ctrl J, and move the copied render bottom of this render. Then press Ctrl T and make it a little bit bigger than the main render. Press enter and go to filter gallery, not the filter, blur, and select radial blur. Change the amount 20, blur method zoom, and make sure the quality is best. Click OK and change the opacity down about, let me see, 50. Looks great. So before I'm going to add the effects, I'm going to add the color correction first. For the color correction, just make a new folder and name it CC, or color correction if you want. And I'm going to start with adding the gradient map, and make sure you selected black to white color, black to white gradient, and select the overlay and change the opacity down about 35%, and select gradient map again. This time I'm going to change the black color to not the black, change the white color to blue. You can use any color you want, but in this tutorial I highly recommend you choose blue color. Just select blue. You can copy this code if you want. Click OK and go to blending option and select hue, and don't touch the opacity. Then I'm going to add curves. In this RGB color, just make 2 points on this line, one of them here and the one here, and move the first point a little bit down and the second point a little bit up, just like that, and change the color from RGB to blue. And don't make any points, just move the first point a little bit up and second point a little bit, move the second one a little bit left, just like that, and close this and change the opacity down about 75%. Now I'm going to add the vibrance. Change the vibrance 20 and saturation the same number. And brightness and contrast, change the brightness 5 and contrast 10, or you can select about 15, looks great. Then I'm going to add the gradient. Select gradient and make sure the style is linear, angle 90 degree and scale 100%, and open the gradient. Just change the first color and use the same color with the second gradient map. I mean blue color. Click OK and change the opacity down about, let me see, 10. Looks great. So then I'm going to add exposure, and don't touch the exposure and offset, just change the gamma correction about 1.10, just like that. And I'm going to add 2 color lookup. First I'm going to select the crisp of winter, change the opacity down 25, and for the second color lookup just select Fuji Eternal 250D, change the opacity down 25 again. It's give you a nice color correction effect, as you can see. And we are done with color correction. Just close this and let's add some light effect and make a new layer top of these render layers and name it light, and select your brush tool and make sure the foreground color is white, and select a 800 pixel brush and put the light here. And change the opacity down about, let me see, 25 looks good. You can play around with the opacity. If you want a darker background, you can down the opacity a little bit, just like 10%. But if you want a brighter background, you can use a higher opacity, just like 40 or 50, depends on you. But I'm going to use 25% and recommend you use 25%. So now I'm going to add the second light, just name it light 2, zoom in a little bit and make sure the foreground color is white, and this time I'm going to select 80 pixel brush, and you can put light on the letters if you want, just like that. Here we go, and change the opacity down about 8%. And I'm going to add the little bit blur effect on the text for this. But first I'm going to open the layer styles for the main render layer. Just open the layer style and go to drop shadow, change the distance 5, spread 5 and size 30 pixel, and change the opacity about 50%. Then go to gradient overlay and make sure you select the first one and click reverse. Make sure it's going to black to white, and open the gradient and make sure it's not full white and it's not full black, and change the opacity down about 20, and make sure the blending option is overlay. Then go to bubble and emboss, don't touch the depth and size, just change the soften about 2 pixel and opacity make it 20, make it 20%. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to duplicate this render one, main render layer, and uncheck this one and select your blur tool and make sure this straight is 30%, and you can blur your letters if you want. It's make the text more realistic, just like that. Okay, here we go. It looks really cool, as you can see. Now I'm going to start adding effects. For the effects, you need to buy my Fezo Designs Premium Pack. The link will be in the description below. You can buy it. So now I'm start adding the background first. For this, I'm going to uncheck the wallpaper and go to stocks and select the stocks 14 and drag it into your template, and put it here. Make sure it's bottom of this render layers and press Ctrl J. Move it to the right hand side. I'm going to erase here. Okay, put it right there. And select both of these background layers. Press Ctrl E and make sure it's the blending option is green, and change the opacity down about make it, let me see, 14. Looks great. Now I'm going to add the particles. Just open the particle and move the first one into your template, and make sure it's top of this render layers and bottom of this lights. Put it left hand side and press Ctrl T, make it smaller, just like that. Put it here, press Ctrl J and duplicate and put it on the right hand side, just like that, and select all of this particle one, press Ctrl E, duplicate it, and go, not to duplicate, press Ctrl E or right click, click merge layers, and go to blending option and select lighten and change the opacity down about 25, and select your eraser tool and erase, change the opacity about 50 and erase the banner area. Just erase the particles, just like that. Then select the second particle and drag it into your template and put it left hand side. Press Ctrl J, then press Ctrl T, right click, flip horizontal, press enter and drag it to the left hand side and select both of this particle 2, press Ctrl E, merge it and select lighten, blending option, make sure it's lighten and change the opacity down about 60%. Then I'm going to add, first let me look at this one. Just put it a little bit up the stocks 40, just like that, and change the opacity down about 35, just like this one, as you can see. So I'm going to add the smokes effect. You can find the smokes in each graphic pack. So I'm going to use this one, and make sure it's top of this render layers. Put one of them here, and change the opacity down about 40%. Press Ctrl J, move it right hand side, and Ctrl J again, move it left hand side, just like that. Now I'm going to add this stock. So just open my graphic pack and go to tech, and let me find it. Okay, here we have. Just drag it into your template and make sure it's bottom of this render layers, and press Ctrl T, make it smaller, and rotate it just like minus, let me see, minus 7.7 degree. Press enter, put it here, or you can rotate it a little bit. Okay, then select your eraser tool and erase background of this effect, and zoom in a little bit. Select your eraser tool and erase the edge of the effect. Just like that. Looks great. And I'm going to drag it again. This time press Ctrl T, right click and flip it horizontal position, and press Ctrl T, make it smaller and rotate it like that. And select your eraser tool and do the same on this effect. Just like that. And I'm going to make the this effect a little bit blurry. Just select your blur tool. I'm going to erase the background a little bit. Okay, here we go. And select your blur tool and blur it just like that. Here we go, and do the same on this thing. Here we go, and I'm going to make my text a little bit blurry also. Okay, here we go. We have a really nice banner, as you can see. but I'm going to make the second first gradient map, just increase the opacity a little bit, just like 45. If you want a darker background, it's like this one. So it's the same banner as you can see. I tried my best make the banner just like that. So you can also add your social media icons here. For this you can select text tool, just make a new layer, select your text tool. I'm using the Gotham medium font, and I'm going to write stay connected. You can write whatever you want, and go to window and make sure the character is selected, and make this one, it's like 500 pixel, and put it where you want, and import your social media icons. You can find these icons also in my premium graphic pack. So I'm going to import Twitter, Facebook, for example, YouTube and Skype. Drag it into your template and press Ctrl T, make it smaller, just like that. And you can write your second text. I'm going to duplicate this first one. You can write whatever you want, for example, design it by Fezo Designs. Okay, here we go. You can create a really nice 3D YouTube banner like this, but you need my premium graphic pack first. I put the link in the description below. You can buy it from here. So that's all, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and please like the video and subscribe if you don't already, and see you guys in the next episode.